When Joseph Wires was in his prime, he was the most colorful politician in Nigeria. As Senate President, one of the most powerful under President Shagari.
Yes.
And he did achieve that in his 30s. Right? His parties were the place to go to because President Shagari was not particularly a partying person. And Alex Ekweme, the vice president, was not either.
So
he was the person who had convening capability for the social dimensions of power. And when you read the biographies, autobiographies from that era, you see that he was a man willing and dealing. He was the person deciding who to allow in cabinet and who not to allow. And, if you read Emeka Anyaoku's autobiography, for instance, he tells how Emeka Anyaoku was nominated in 1983.
The second term,
as foreign first minister. And he was rejected by Senate. First time. Who was the person who rejected him? Joseph Wires. Yes? Now Joseph Wires dies and his body cannot be returned to Nigeria because his kids are too destitute and they want Nigerians to return the body of their late father to Nigeria. They want to socialize the costs of burying their father. Right? Now, why do I tell this story? Where did Fidel Castro die? He died in a Cuban hospital. He died in the care of Cuban doctors.
Yes.
Where did Nelson Mandela die?
Right there in South Africa. In
Nigeria, our big people get returned to our country in the cargo hold of foreign airlines. The remains returned to Nigeria in the cargo hold. These are people who have been flying first class all their adult lives, right? They now get returned in the cargo hold of foreign airlines on their final journeys back to the country. Why? Because most of them stole the hospitals in which they could have been looked after in their old age. They stole the hospitals. They died in the care of Cuban doctors.
Yes.
Where did Nelson Mandela die?
Right there in South Africa.
In Nigeria, our big people get returned to our country in the cargo hold of foreign airlines. The remains returned to Nigeria in the cargo hold. These are people who have been flying first class all their adult lives, right? They now get returned in the cargo hold of foreign airlines on their final journeys back to the country. Why? Because most of them stole the hospitals in which they could have been looked after in their old age. They stole the schools in which their grandchildren could have gone, to which their grandchildren could have gone. The roads that could have taken them home to a safe final journey, they also stole. And they stole the future of the children that could have buried them. And so the children have now taken over their villages. They are all exiled from their villages.
So there you have it. I just want to borrow a particular word that my very honorable senior just used, my very learned, distinguished learned colleague, Mr. Odenkalu, used. He says socializing the cost. Now, these guys, when they go out there, they go under the guise or under the benefits of being public servants, right? They are all public servants. They go there and then the taxpayers pay for the flights, the first class flights down to these countries where they are looting or where they are siphoning our own national treasury too. They go there, save it in their Swiss account, and then when they are dead, the same taxpayers' money will be used to fly them back to Nigeria for proper burial. Apart from this, how about the millions and billions of naira that have been going down the drain for pilgrimage purposes in Nigeria? For both the Muslims, for both the Christians who have flown almost every year to Saudi Arabia and Jerusalem for pilgrimage purposes. These are money that ordinarily could have been used or channeled into proper use. We have hospitals that are dilapidated already, hospitals that do not even have better equipment to take care of anybody who is sick in this country. We have schools that are already, their roofs have been blown off, but you have money every year budgeted for pilgrimage purposes. So who is really receiving who? When will Africans stop having white elephant projects that will not benefit the masses? These are just avenues to steal money. These are avenues to siphon money.